Well, hello and welcome to this last of my three matches within the Dominion World Cup. You may ask yourself why the last of three matches, but that's, well, because our team Germany B unfortunately won't make it past the group stage at the point of playing, like prior to me playing. We only have 1.5 victories in the matches. So you can see the standings here. Uh, Japan A has pretty much dominated the group, but UK has also done pretty well. And now it is essentially up to me to fight for an honorary point in this match against sdrawkcab, which is backwards. And yeah, I'm recording this after having already played all of the games, so I have some sort of uh, hindsight information here. I would like to give you a brief outlook on the 6 games, and we'll start with the first one in this video, and that one's called Butterfly Army, and that was a really neat kingdom to start off the match, even though there was Kitsune cursing, which can go wrong really easily, as we saw in the last game against Yuri Kamumi. But in this one, there is strong trashing, so in principle, you can get deck control. And yeah, you'll see later, I mean, in like 2 minutes, how this one will play out. Next up, we have Den of Junk, a kind of coin flippy kingdom. I'm not going to spoil the results here, but yeah, we junked each other a lot with Sea Witches, with Marauder, and it came down to quite the messy end game, let's say. Then we had another no thinning one. In this one, I guess there was, in theory, thinning via tracker, but of course that's only luck based with the Flames gift. And yeah, there was flourishing trade. There were bridges, there were marshlands, and you might already think, oh well, if you get to lower those costs, you might be able to do something. But then also there was Kitsune again, and so we started out junking each other, and that led to another messy endgame, but also rather tight. Then fourth one was fun just because there was a very interesting black cat dynamic. Like Sentinel trashing led to us both getting clean rather quickly, and then there were nearby black cats, so we got to pick them up rather easily. And side spoiler, they managed to win the black cat split, and yeah, it was really tough to work around that, and whether that worked out, you will see in the fourth video. Then we had, yeah, not my proudest match, let's say. I'm going to upload this anyways, but yeah, in that one, I might recommend to watch it anyways, just to see what kind of mistakes one can make. But in that one, I somehow completely messed up from the start, thinking that Basilica was actually Colonnade, and I acquired a Tactician, and while I also had Knight cards and no action-based payload in my deck, so you might already think to yourself, well, that might not have gone the best, but you'll see in the fifth game. And for the last one, we had a really fun one that had a super limited draw, essentially no draw because Apothecary was the only potential draw, but strong trashing in Infirmary and Tanuki, and also some cursing in Snake Witch, and led to a very tight endgame and tight decks with just very few cards in them, and also I might have missed a win somewhere in there. So yeah, look forward to that game. And I'm already rambling 5 minutes. I hope you enjoy this last match, last of my matches in this World Cup. And yeah, with that, I'll leave you with the first game. Well, hello and welcome to my final match for the Dominion World Cup, this time against sdrawkcab, which I hopefully have provided you already a post-production introduction, sorry, for which I explain like everything about the World Cup, so we can dive right into looking at this kingdom. Now, I see a strong card in Kitsune immediately. I see some plus buy in Snowy Village, always important to look out for. Sentinel is nice thinning. Shepherd is some draw. Apart from that, the draw is a bit lacking, although there's tight pulled Siren. So what you could do is go for a bit of tight pulled draw. And do I agree with that Shepherd buy? There's also Asceticism. I think I disagree and would rather. Although, what you could do is you could open, I don't know, Shepherd and then just way of the butterfly it into a Kitsune. That doesn't look too bad. And approaching army is not the most impactful prophecy. We have the butterfly you can read through here. Asceticism sounds nice as an opening. I think I agree with the shepherd, just because we might just I don't think we will be drawing all too much with discarding victory cards, but rather probably tight pull Siren for the early game. But then still, yeah, I like going for an early Kitsune. There is a question of whether to go for Asceticism here or whether we just want to go for a Sentinel. It's not super clear to me. I think Sentinel will get us thinned down quicker overall, and it's an action we might later trash to Siren. Whereas Asceticism guarantees that we find that we have a clean 10 card shuffle. And I think we can still add Sentinel later, so I think I like just trash. But the Sentinel, no, let's go for the Sentinel. It's a gut decision, and it seems to be that we have like an amazing draw here. Probably we will draw 6 cards, we will hit 5. Hopefully find the Sentinel in there. We don't, but at least we have like a completely clear shuffle. And actually, let's think about this. Do we want to just trash here? We could trash 2 cards or go for the Kitsune. I think Kitsune is the way to go. This is a somewhat unfortunate collision, but I think it's fine. We just return this for a Kitsune and trash this for a Siren. We can always rebuy it. Here we just curse the opponent, coins curse, done choosing, and probably just trash out those 2 estates. And yeah, see how we go from there. Of course, that would diminish the value of Siren, but since we don't have Siren in our deck anymore, it is not that concerning. I think here we just rebuy a Sentinel and are fairly happy about our position. Like, you could also trash it in a state, but I think rebuying Sentinel, also just as fodder for another Siren, should be fine. Or actually a Snowy Village. Is there any merit to that? It is plus buy. We could buy 2 3-cost cards, or go for, I don't know, Asceticism Sentinel. Could also still be a target to trash. Yeah, why not Snowy Village? Mm, we just need to be really careful that we don't, and that we keep our deck clean enough with these curses coming in. They have 3 Kitsunes to our, no, yeah, I think 3 Kitsunes to our 2. So yeah, we should do some asceticism stuff to keep clean. And yeah, not a lot of time to to stop. We are both playing, I'd say, at a reasonable pace, and just checking that my mic is working, and luckily it is picking up the sound I've emitted so far. Yeah, later on we're going for some highway stuff, some snowy village. Maybe we'll do some tent and garrison stuff, but first off we have to fight the war for the curses. Why does it say this? Looks at a curse and two estates. Okay, it's very nice that we trigger this shuffle here. I think we just go give curse, done choosing, give curse, done choosing, and really aggressively thin here. We could go for maybe something like this by Asceticism and Sentinel. I think that's a good option. Asceticism trashing 3. Yeah. And by a Sentinel. Now this is to be expected, but of course it would have been nicer to not to find the Siren. But even though they have so many Kitsunes, I'm okay at this point. I think they're kind of going over on the Kitsunes. We can just trash out 2 of those curses here. Yeah, and this is looking okay. I mean, we are getting this last curse, but we want to play this Kitsune um, for money and actions anyways. It's quite nice with this hand. We will hit 6 because of approaching army being active, so that's nice. And yeah, I think I'm fairly happy about our position. Could also think about getting a second Siren in instead, but I think I like playing the Sentinel normally, just trash out 2 curses instead of trashing it for another Siren, but I'm not sure, like completely sure how true that is. What are we buying otherwise? We have the Snowy Village there, which we didn't find. If we play the Siren, we'll have lots of money. I guess we could also say, okay, we get this second Siren in. It's not as effective anymore. Or we go for a highway. How many cards do we have in our discard? I'm tending towards the second Siren. Just keeping our draw. We had many options there. We could have also gone for some Asceticism. And I think I dislike the silver they are going for, just because the decks are so junky at this point that for now it's just the best to really maybe, I mean, we are in a position to maybe even add silver, but I think for now I'm fine just going for the plus actions or giving curse, whatever. Just calmly thinning out here. Didn't get the other Siren in play, and then pick up maybe a tent. If we trash 3 here, we have 3 money left and pick up the tent. They collide with Siren, but it's fine. We'll hit 4 money, which we'll use, I think, for a duplicate. It's not off the charts. We need to be a bit concerned about our terminal space. The only terminal... No, I mean, we have Kitsunes and Snowy Villages. But the duplicate is hopefully going to be able to allow us to pick up 2... Or does it want to be a tide pools, actually? I think it wants... For now, the tide pools looks a bit more attractive. We really, really want to draw a lot. So having a pair of tide pools in our shuffles doesn't sound all too bad, especially with this Siren pair. And then we can still go for highways somehow. Note that with 5 highways in play, forums autopile, so we need to look out for that maybe. But I feel like our deck is in quite the alright position. And oops, I'm sorry, I forgot yeah, of course you can redo this. I forgot the lock scrolling down. They gain more silvers. It seems they're going like for a silver floody strategy, but and then mixed in with some forums and lots of kitsunes, which are a lot of money. But yeah, I think it's best here to really build for that big highway turn, whatever. Okay, do we want to pick up a silver now? I think it might be all right. We will just use Asceticism here, probably anyways. So we uh, play the tent. I don't think we want to rotate just yet. We don't want to give them, though. Mm, I think at this point I'm mostly concerned about our plus buy situation. If we had another 4-cost card, then we could butterfly into forum also. But yeah, for now, I think let's don't rotate. Go get rid of all of these cards. How much money is that then? We also don't need to worry about the that's 2, 4. So we have 6 money left. We can go for another snowy village and be on our way. I think that's good. Or duplicate would also do it. But yeah, I'm feeling the other snowy village. Let's not top deck this tent, I guess. The tide pools coming in is not going to matter as we'll draw up to as long as we play it before drawing. But yeah, I think this is looking rather nice. Now we go after the highways. We have a bit of plus buy in the deck, and the tide pools will come out of the rotation soon-ish. So yeah, I like our position. I think I want 2 3-cost cards on their place or trash 2 cards and oh, okay, that's I think let's go for the tide pools here. Discard and draw up. Actions, coins, done choosing, coins and silver. Silver is a nice crutch for now. We're probably not going to be using it later on. Actually, do we want to just turn this into a duplicate for now? Actually, yeah, I think let's butterfly it, return it into a duplicate, and go for this probably double highway. And seems like the silver was a mistake actually, because we don't really need the 2 money. Although we could just go for more action here, but no, I think I like the 3rd highway and then end our buys. It's a bit, yeah, I think I misplayed this a tiny bit, but we should be fine. I think they can generate quite a lot of money with their kitsunes, like 2 of them is already 6 money, 3 of them is province money, but given the trajectory of our deck, we'll probably outbuild them. And it's just I don't have any draw going on. And they'll go for the Shepherd into Duchy. They're going for this big time Shepherd deck, which is fair. We for sure do not want any more silvers at this point. So we can just play those normally. Keep the tide pools in our deck. And end our actions. Do we want to get rid of those silvers? They're kind of annoying and getting in the way. If we go for double highway here, we can Asceticism, or actually do we want to get rid of the pasture? I mean, we will need to overcome some provincing. We can generate a few buys for sure, but I really wonder what the best course of action here is. I think we do want, well, for sure two of those. Maybe buy one more and buy another Kitsune as extra plus actions or a tide pools. Think this wants to be a Kitsune. Just so we have a bit more leeway on the actions. And they resign. I think it's fair to resign. We have the, like, they probably saw a really bad hand and know that over the course of the next 2 turns I could probably finish it. Yeah, I think you do want to try to draw here, and that's the main difference. Anyways, that wraps up the first game. Quick one, time-wise, 17 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this one. 15 turns because of all the cursing going on. Let me set this up. Anyways, I will end this video here and hope you enjoyed it, and I will try to catch you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.